Well, hi there, Michael.
Thanks, Andrew.
We've both just come back from a trip to Vietnam. Our visit was mainly about quality, but I guess we've got a fairly good picture of the expected price development for, let's say, the next 4 or 5 months. What do you think? What's your opinion?
Well, the market, from when we sort of landed to by the time we set off, had moved up. They were less keen to sell. That's sort of a combination of demand coming in from China, the States, and a combination of the raw seed price being very high.
Yeah.
$1,700 for the stuff that's available now, the Tanzanian crop.
The Tanzanian stuff. Normally, well, we saw some. They should be buying from Tanzania now.
Yeah.
They're still buying what's left in Guinea-Bissau.
The end bits, yeah.
Yeah, the end bits, which can be poorer in terms of yield as the storage conditions aren't very good. Tanzania is a problem because the government's trying very hard to introduce a minimum price for RCN.
Yeah, they've controlled the price.
And the way they're also controlling the price is by reducing the number of export licenses. So the figure I heard, I'm not sure how accurate it is, it can be checked, was something like 2,000 tons of RCN a day. Which is 30 containers, which, given that Tanzania should now be the prime source, is really quite restrictive.
Yeah.
This is to encourage local industry, and there has been in the past quite a lot of cheating, but it looks quite firm. Also, this price is quite high when the kernel prices being achieved are dislocated from that.
Yeah, they're trading underneath in terms of
That's
where
right.
they should be if you take the price.
Yeah, and there is no clear relationship between the raw and final product.
No.
Which is surprising because I mean it's virtually all your cost. Yeah. A bit of labour, but virtually all your cost. Why would you say that is?
Well, the reason for that is weak sellers, basically. So you have the top bunch of shippers who are financially strong. They can hold out if there's no buying for a few weeks. But there are some smaller shippers out there that basically have very tight cash. They've got loans with the bank. They bought the raw seed with those loans. So if the market goes quiet, they have to turn the raw seed into cash at almost any price.
That's right.
So we have had this,
and they've had their fingers burnt. They've had their fingers burnt. Normally, the large guys, let's say PG Mako and above, are the ones who are able to borrow money from Vietnam. They've had difficulty in returning the stuff, and the smaller shippers borrowing from private money lenders. They also. If it's anything like the Chinese system, they should be handing their money back at the end of the new year, giving the lender the option to let it out again. So it's it's a denouement. It's the end of the season. Will be really the festival, New Year's festival, which is February. Also, I saw a lot of factories which had now cleared out. Maybe they're down to their last couple of boxes.
It's coming towards the end, yeah.
Yeah, so they don't have that pressure. Most of them sold that pressure off.
Yeah.
Taking the pressure off, and they now would be expecting to refurbish their factories.
Yeah, a lot of them were doing that.
Yeah, as I say, we were there for quality control reasons. We wanted to know what systems were in place in a lot of these smaller factories particularly, and we'll do something else on that. But they're in a different frame of mind than they were perhaps a month and a half ago when they were sitting on a lot of unsold stock and with creditors pounding on the door.
Yeah, the pressure's off, and that's why we have seen a combination of that and demand, why we've seen the market move up. And if the pressure's off, I think we may be in for a stable to firm market now, at least until...
Yeah, that's right. So what we've got is a whole developing in availability. The Vietnamese new crop will be in March, April.
Yeah.
So the earliest we're going to see relief from that, or a desire to sell, because the sellers will be wanting to hedge their purchases, see if the prices are workable, will be in March, April. April shipment means May, June
yeah.
arrival, and so we've got a hole, the size of which is there's a hole which is going to appear, and how big that hole is will depend on demand in the next 2-3 months. Well, we've got the Chinese buying, which can still carry on for quite a while.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah, we've got any last-minute Christmas shopping.
Yeah, that window's getting smaller, but
that window's getting smaller, and it is the least fizzy Christmas I've seen.
Yeah,
probably ever in terms of spot sales. I'm not quite sure where that's coming from, but that shows you how much more food is going out of the supermarkets. And the supermarkets are doing some tenders now on, I mean, we've been looking at tenders from June to DEC,
yeah, already
2016.
for the next third and fourth quarter.
Yeah. So demand may not come to this party.
No, which makes me think then, barring any supply problems next crop, if there's a disaster, then the market shouldn't really run away.
No.
I mean, I don't think there's going to be much downside, if any. So I think.
No, it can't really be a downside if you're just down to your last couple of boxes.
No.
So, you know, so there's no pressure on the sellers.
No.
So if there's less demand, all it means is a smaller hole, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of people holding huge quantities of unsold stock.
In Europe. No.
In Europe, no.
I don't think so.
No. I didn't think so either. So, you can see the price not going up very much, and you can see the price not going up at all.
Yeah.
But you can't really see it going down. I don't know why it would go down.
No.
And I think you do have to question yourself when you see some of these brokers' mails, which must be sort of saturating the inboxes of our customers, our customers, and probably their customers. What are they based on? What is this stuff? We had one today. We had a look at. We traced the name of the shipper, and he's a pepper dealer.
Yeah. You have to look beyond.
And the price was startlingly low.
Yeah.
And then you think, well, am I really going to give this guy $120,000 or whatever it is, on the off chance that this isn't a lot of rubbish?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And I think my answer is no. You know, let somebody else buy it. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I think in terms of good quality material on the spot in Europe, it's not masses of it.
There's not masses of it, so really it's a question of demand now. Demand hasn't been voracious, but you know, we're talking about let's say even the middle of June. We're talking about 8 months.
It's a long time.
It's a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
Things can change as well.
So it's probably worth looking at it.
Yeah, I think if you can lock in a profit at current prices for those first half of next year, I would do it.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Why not?
Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah.